Every once in a while at Cars.com, we get a test car that makes people stop and point and stare or take pictures on their phones. That's definitely the case with the Jaguar F-Type, a sleek coupe or roadster that now enters its third model year for 2016. Let's get into some of the important changes. New for 2016 is available all-wheel drive. That's standard if you get the supercharged V8 in the F-Type R, which we have here in coupe form. It's an absolute beast of an engine. Tons of low-end torque, very, very fierce, strong revving toward redline, and actually the quickest F-Type now, thanks to 0 to 60 times, according to Jaguar, of just 3.9 seconds. That's really, really quick, a little bit quicker than last year's rear-drive F-Type R, also with a supercharged V8. A hell of an engine. Somewhere under all this plastic, you might actually be able to see it. But Jaguar says there are also a few subtle styling changes to the F-Type, especially with all-wheel drive, where these functional hood vents move a little bit outward and forward versus sitting up here on rear drive variants. Speaking of rear-wheel drive, you can still get that, or all-wheel drive, if you get the supercharged V6 in the F-Type, and that comes for 2016 for the first time in an F-Type with an available manual transmission. Now the V8 is an automatic only, but it's a pretty good 8-speed unit, upshifting smoothly and kicking down 2 or 3 gears at once without too much lag, even in regular drive. There's a dynamic mode that actually quickens drivetrain response even more. It also opens up Jaguar's active exhaust system, turns the exhaust into this popping, hissing, high-pitched howl. Now, some of our editors found it a little bit over the top, but if the neighbors complain, you can always turn it off. You can't be badass all the time. Now the all-wheel drive system does a pretty good job preserving kind of a rear-wheel drive type feel. It sends power to the rear wheels a moment before it sends them up front, so if you really get off the line hard or even go into a low-speed corner and mash the gas pedal, you will get a nice little slide going on, at least initially. It also does kind of reel in some of the rear drive cars' tendency to let those rear wheels just loose all the time. It makes the car a little bit more composed, for better or for worse. Some drivers actually may not like that quite as much. It's not quite so easy to sort of slide the tail out on long sweeping corners, but the F-Type does kind of remain a very neutral car, definitely doesn't feel very nose heavy, and our test car's Pirelli P0 tires deliver excellent grip, and that plays well into the car's steering, which overall is a lot of fun, very direct, very good feedback, and it doesn't penalize you with a very low assist at low speeds either, pretty maneuverable around parking lots. The F-Type R has outrageous performance, but it pairs that with kind of an outrageous price. You can get a 6-cylinder F-Type for under $70,000 actually, and thanks to more standard features for 2016, it's a pretty complete luxury car at that price. So definitely a big span between price and performance. If you want the most, get the R.